ever pondered if you truly have the freedom to make choices? Or are all your actions predetermined, set in stone by unseen forces? A question as mind-boggling as it is ancient, it touches upon the very essence of what it means to be a conscious thinking being. Today, we're diving into the depths of this philosophical conundrum, exploring the notions of free will and determinism. Let's start by defining our terms. When we talk about free will, we're referring to the capacity of rational agents to choose a course of action from among various alternatives. This isn't just about making decisions. It's about making decisions that are genuinely free. Ones not dictated by our genes, our upbringing, or societal pressures. It's about the ability to truly author our actions, to be the masters of our own destiny. But what if I told you that every choice you've ever made, every decision that has led you to this very moment was already predetermined? This brings us to our next concept, determinism. Determinism is the philosophical belief that all events, including moral choices, are determined completely by previously existing causes. It's the idea that the universe is a complex machine, churning away according to fixed laws, and that everything we do is just another cog in this cosmic mechanism. Imagine a cosmic domino effect. Each domino falls, causing the next to topple, in a chain of events stretching back to the dawn of time. If this is true, then every thought, every action, every choice we make is just another domino falling in line. Our sense of free will, then, may be nothing more than an illusion. So, do we have free will, or does determinism rule, or could it be a bit of both? Let's delve deeper. As we journey further into this philosophical maze, we'll discover that the answer may not be as black and white as it seems. Some philosophers argue that free will and determinism are not mutually exclusive, but rather, they can coexist in a theory known as compatibilism. But that's a story for another scene. Stay tuned. Scene script. Imagine a universe where every event, every thought, every action is determined by an unbroken chain of events that precede it. Welcome to the world of determinism, a philosophy that argues we are all passengers on a journey, not drivers. Our thoughts, our decisions, our actions, they are all the inevitable outcome of a complex web of prior causes and conditions. Let's consider human cognition. Think about the last decision you made. Was it a product of your free will, or was it the result of a chain of causes that led you to that specific moment? Determinism proposes the latter. Our thoughts, according to this philosophy, are shaped by our genetic makeup, our upbringing, our environment, and a myriad of other factors beyond our control. Now let's talk about behavior. Our actions, determinists argue, are merely the physical manifestations of these predetermined thoughts. The choice to act or not to act, to say yes or no, to go left or right, these are not choices at all, but rather the inevitable outcomes of the causal chain that is our existence. From a scientific perspective, determinism finds roots in the laws of physics. Every effect has a cause, and this cause-effect relationship is an unbroken chain stretching back to the birth of the universe itself. But what about decision-making? Determinism, in its strictest sense, challenges the very notion of choice. If our thoughts and actions are all predetermined, then our decisions are not really decisions at all, but merely the unfolding of the inevitable. The implications of determinism are profound and far-reaching. If we accept it as true, it raises questions about responsibility, morality, and justice. Can we hold people accountable for their actions if those actions were predetermined? What does this mean for our understanding of right and wrong? In a deterministic universe, the concept of choice might be an illusion. But what about free will? Now, picture a world where each individual possesses the power to make their own choices, independent of any external or internal constraints. Think of free will as an ocean, vast and unending. Each wave is a decision, an action, a moment of self-determination. It's a beautiful concept, isn't it? The idea of being able to steer the ship of your life, to choose your own path without being bound by the chains of fate or the winds of circumstance. In the realm of philosophy, free will is the belief that our actions are not predetermined, but rather they stem from our own volition. It suggests that we are not just passive receivers of experiences, but active participants shaping our own reality. This view is empowering, offering us autonomy, responsibility, and the potential for personal growth. It means that every decision we make, Every path we take is a testament to our own free will. Our triumphs are ours alone, as are our failures. Yet, there's an ongoing debate within the scientific community. Some neuroscientists argue that our decisions are the result of a complex interplay of brain activities, suggesting that our sense of free will might be an illusion. They propose that our choices could be predicted based on our brain activity even before we consciously make them. But does this really negate the concept of free will? Or does it merely suggest that our will is influenced by factors beyond our immediate consciousness? These are questions that continue to stir robust debates across disciplines, from philosophy to neuroscience. Despite these debates, the concept of free will remains a cornerstone of our legal and moral systems. It underpins our notions of accountability, reward, and punishment. It's an integral part of our everyday lives, influencing everything from the mundane to the monumental decisions we make. In a world of free will, we are the masters of our destiny. But is there a middle ground? The next scene will explore the concept of compatibilism, a philosophical stance that attempts to reconcile the seemingly opposing views of determinism and free will. So stay tuned. Enter compatibilism, a philosophy suggesting that free will and determinism, rather than being mutually exclusive, can coexist. This elegant solution to a complex debate offers a middle ground, navigating the hard lines drawn by determinism and the boundless possibilities of free will. Compatibilism posits that our actions, while shaped by external circumstances and internal predispositions, are still fundamentally our choices. It's like being a skilled sailor on a tempestuous sea. The wind and waves, the determinism of the world, set conditions, but the sailor, representing free will, decides how to navigate them. Philosophers have embraced compatibilism in various ways. Some see it as a way to reconcile scientific explanations of behavior with our deeply ingrained belief in personal responsibility. Others regard it as a philosophical compromise, a way to bridge the gap between two opposing views. Compatibilism offers a harmonious resolution, suggesting we can be both free and determined. Intriguing, isn't it? We've journeyed through the realms of free will, determinism, and compatibilism. It's a complex debate with no easy answers. We've delved deep into the labyrinth of free will, pondering whether we truly are the authors of our own destinies. We've explored determinism, contemplating the possibility that our lives are an intricate tapestry woven by the threads of cause and effect. And we've considered compatibilism, the notion that these seemingly contradictory concepts might coexist in harmony. Remember, this is only the beginning. The beauty of philosophy lies in its perennial nature. Like an ever-winding river, it constantly flows, inviting us to dive in, to question, to challenge, and to understand. The debate on free will and determinism is far from settled, and your journey of exploration has just begun. As we wrap up this philosophical journey, feel free to share your thoughts in the comments below. And don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more thought-provoking content. Until next time, keep questioning.